Welcome back to Break Time on West Side, your number one podcast channel where we give you the best in break time information and entertainment. I am your host, Sir Denver B, and this is episode 1 of Battle of the Sexes, where we give you the best of love, sex, and all-round relationships. Now, first of all, I need to start by complaining here. I don't think I have seen niggas who need more help than the ones who happen to be banging and are like, say my name, say my name. First of all, DJ Khaled is an exception. He's a very special exception in all of this. So I can be like, if he's like, say my name, he's a very special exception. Every other nigga, no. You do not get to start saying, say my name, unless you actually have, a bit of an issue with confidence. Like, that's something that I personally think. Because if you're the type of guy who's like, you actually want someone to like keep on saying your name, saying your name doesn't mean that you're doing a good job. Trust me. Like, honestly, if you're a guy and you're hearing this and you want someone to say your name, trust me, there are women who, when they're getting it so good, they will not say your name. They will be quiet because they cannot fathom the goodness of what it is they're getting. The other option is if they are, like really screaming or if they're really moaning. That means you're doing a good job. So say my name is very relevant because it still just doesn't hit anywhere that well though. Because, like, think about it this way. If they say your name and your neighbors are passing, now they know what it is that you do in your bedroom. Not that I'm supposed to care or anyone is really, but sayutambia wazazi wako nini wakipitia and your jiranis just choose to decide to snitch on you. What are you going to do? And the worst ones are the ones who have this whole fatherhood complex, as I'd like to call it, because they're all about this thing of call me Dzaddy, or call me daddy, or call me Dzaddy. I don't know. Women, whoever the hell it is that taught you this needs help. I am personally an advocate for the boy child, but I am not the type of person who would want to be called daddy unless it's by my own children, which I intend on having much, much later in the future. But up until that happens, you call me Dzaddy, I'll probably start laughing. I'm not lying to you. That is something that I'd probably do. I'll probably start laughing because I'm not the type of guy that, feels any sort of gratification by being called Dzaddy. Like, funny enough, I have a bit of an issue where, like, if I was probably in the act, like, I'm one person that always likes to have the last laugh or pretty much put the nail in the coffin in a conversation. No lies. You can check with anyone that knows me. If you're ever around Kenya, Nairobi, and particularly know anyone of my social circle, I usually like being the last one to put the nail on the coffin. So if at any point you call me Dzaddy or something, I'll probably end up being like, oh yeah, or I'll probably find something to say, because it doesn't matter if I'm doing it or not. I'll always want to have the final say on it. Not that it's a bad thing or a good thing whether you call me Dzaddy or not. Personally, for me, it's just a thing. I'm not the biggest fan of it, and I'm guessing neither should any guy that has proper confidence in themselves, because it's just a thing that I find a bit odd though. But you know what? I probably choose to, let those who do it and like being called Dzaddy to continue doing it, because there's probably someone that likes to call you Dzaddy. Probably if you're a 50-year-old man and you're sponyoing someone, probably you don't mind being called Dzaddy. But anyways, that's just you. Now, while we are getting around the whole situation of, name calling and Dzaddy calling, there's this whole thing that I saw some other time where someone went and asked, if you're banging someone and, they call someone else's name, what would you do about it? Of which I was like, it wouldn't really do anything for me, because, like, there was this whole thing that came out where there's, like, two types of cheating. There's physical cheating, there's emotional cheating. And women are more affected by emotional cheating than physical cheating. So, like, if I'm banging you as a woman and I'm thinking about another woman, that's worse than if I'm actually banging another woman. And, just the same way, like, if I found you banging another woman, it'll hurt me more I mean, if you're banging another guy or woman, I don't know. Like nowadays, people are bi. A lot of ladies, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, if you are banging another man slash woman and you're calling and I walk in, I'll probably take offense to that, except if my woman's banging another woman, then I'll ask to join in as a threesome. It's always about looking for the good side in things. But anyways, if I do check in and I find you, with another guy, obviously now that's when I'll take offense because, it's not my dick that's being used for this. But now if you say that she's on top of me or, like we're doing and she calls out another nigga's name, like, I will laugh and I'll be like, who that? And I'll still be hitting it. I am not lying to you for a second. I am that kind of guy because I've never really seen any issue with you calling out another guy's name. If you think about another guy while the both of us are smashing, of which, frankly, that's entirely up to you. I cannot control what your thoughts are all about. No matter how hard I hit it, no matter what I do, I cannot control your thought process. So if you think about someone else, then, that's your thought. But either way, whether you think about him or not, it won't really affect me because I'm the one who's getting all the physical action. So I'm getting the full point of pleasure. Like the only pleasure that guy will ever get is if, he hears that, my woman was banging me and was busy crying out his name, of which if someone finds that out from someone else besides my woman, it's going to be a bit creepy though. It means that my woman just can't keep to shut it up. But then again, now the part that also irks me in all of this is, when I was being asked, like, when all of that happens and, you find out that she was cheating on you with another guy, do you leave them? Yes, I do. If they physically cheated on me, yes, I do. If they emotionally cheated on me, I couldn't care less. They can think about another guy and that'll become like a relationship issue. If it's a friend with benefits, by the way, think about anyone. Hell, even Albert Einstein for all I care. But if it's like a proper relationship and it's not like a situationship, it's not a simple one night stand, like then, like I'll finish the banging because, physical pleasure. And then I'll ask about it later. And I'll be like, do you want to be with him? Do you prefer him? Is there something else that you'd want to tell me? Then I'll hash that out. Because I've never really seen the reason why people get so worked up about you thinking about someone else while you're on top of someone else. Like, trust me, guys do that all the time whenever they don't want to finish. Like, and this is facts. This is absolute facts. You can go and check with any guy. If you're doing it and it's so good and you're about to finish, but shorty is still going on and you do not want to be coined as a 1 minute man, a 30-second man, or anything related to you having a very short time span in the bedroom department, you will delay that shit. You will think of anything that comes to mind. You will try and reformulate Pythagoras' theorem. You will think about your last algebra question. You'll think about what you had for breakfast. And that time she wants you to hit it right, though. So you have to make sure you represent for your community. So you are going to think about all sorts of things because you do not want to ruin your reputation in the bedroom. Because lasting times are a thing for people, to be honest. Something that I'll probably get into when we get to FFS this coming Friday. Because people are all about lasting times. Like, fine, women say, it's not about the length of the time, it's about the quality of it. But quality also coincides with length. So there's a certain length for different women that they'll be like, you know what, this is okay. Anything beyond this, that's a bit much. Or they're probably stretching it. But ideally, like, this amount of minutes or hours is okay for me. Of which the worst part of it is it depends on the woman. So now, as a guy, you have to make sure, you don't torment your ancestors while, they're looking at you trying to perform the sacred duties and, honoring the rest of the boy children and, like doing the do and, practicing, reproduction. And then you end up, finishing in a short period of time and, your reputation gets ruined. So I probably would get to that stage and I'm like, no. I will delay that shit. I will continue moving along. I will think of everything to, Newton's many laws of motion, first law, second, third, up until everything, like just gets to that stage where she's like, okay, you know what, this has been going on for a while. Then you're like, back to business. Although now the part that irked me another time was a friend of mine brought this whole question of, what if you and your shorty, like assuming the both of y'all live together, and as you're going past your place one of these fine days, like let's say you're going to work and, you all of a sudden here, or you're coming back home in the evening. Actually, yeah, let's use you're coming back home either from work or from anything, like turn up, can be anything. You're coming back home, your girl is probably home. And as you're getting close, like as you're going past the window, you're busy hearing her, calling out your name, and she's moaning, and she sounds like she's riding a nigger. And then you burst in, and then you find that she's on top of another nigger, but she's been calling out your name. How are you going to react to it? Which is a very funny dilemma of a question. Because, on one side, your woman's cheating on you physically. On another side, she could be emotionally, cheating on him with you. Not that it's really cheating. But at the same time, she's probably just trying to save face, because she wouldn't want to call a nigger's name and then the neighbors know that there's some other guy who's being smashed in your house. So I was being asked what I would do about it, of which I'd be like, what? First of all, I'd literally smile at the fact that my name was being called while another nigger was being ridden. Like, that is just intriguing for me. As in, I'd be like, say my name, and I'd just watch them, and I'd be like, what? Because you guys have been... Because she was actually saying my name, I'd probably be like, what? You finish, and the both of y'all get the hell out once you're done. Because the minute you guys are done, now that's when I will pretty much attack either one of you, or I can ask for all manner of things to be done, because obviously I've been cheated on. But the consoling factor that will make me not react too badly to it is the fact that my name was being called. So it's not entirely a bad thing. But anyways, I'm guessing it's about that time you get back to work, you check back into that traffic, or you just move ahead with life as usual. Process on that progress, or be the prevention. This has been Break Time on Westside, and I have been your man, Sir Denver B. Now, if you want to hit us up, you can hit us up on our IG at breaktime_Westside.